going on, everybody? C-Spray here. Arlecon, man, thanks a lot. I really appreciate those beats, man. Those kick ass. And just a question though, what's in the cabinet, man? I'm teaming up with a few friends once again for a second collaboration review. Last time we touched on the Elite Guard. This time we're going to be seeking into Seeker territory. And my part in this collaboration review this time, I'm going to be actually doing Dirge. I'm going to be doing the Toys R Us reissue one. I'm going to lead into I think 3 other ones from different series and whatnot, and talk. Very cool. So without further ado, let's jump into this review. First up on the list, we're going to take a look at Dirge from the Transformers Commemorative Series 7, which was an exclusive to Toys R Us, I think around 2003-2004. This guy is just a badass looking figure. I think he was one of the only Coneheads that was released as a reissue from the Toys R Us exclusive commemorative series. You know, 1 out of 3, you know, it's not that bad in my opinion. And of course, it's the one personal favorite out of the 3 Conehead Seekers that, you know, of course, is a personal favorite from when I was a child. The blue tone that they chose for this color, the paint, is just, you know, truly deep and just amazing. It just really complements that brown very well. And speaking of the brown here, the wings are like a pearlish, they have a pearlish tint to it, kind of sparkly. It looks very nice. The stickers for this figure, you do apply yourself, except for, of course, the rub faction symbol here, which does work. Very cool. So, articulation and posability for this figure. His arms can rotate 360, but the wings do get in the way. And as you can see, of course, I do have the wings on backwards. The wings are supposed to be reversed and having this side shown instead. But just for the fact that these are just giant, huge ass Decepticon insignias, and I just think they look just really awesome. So I like to keep it like this. But you can have it like this too, or you can have it reversed. It's really up to you. The choice is, you know, really yours. Other than the arms being able to rotate 360, nothing else really moves. You know, the head can't move. It can only move, you know, up and down like this. The feet can flip up. That's for transformation purposes, and that's about it, really. So I guess we can just jump into the transformation of this guy. So you want to start off by taking the blasters or the cannons off. You can now remove these giant mitts that he has for hands. And there's really nowhere to put these mitts for his hands on the figure per se, so you can really just, you know, if you're having it in jet mode, you can just really store it in a safe place. For the landing gear, on the other hand, fits nicely in the cockpit, so you can store it in there, or you can just have it stored with you know, whatever you don't have on the figure at the time. So you just want to start off by just, you know, kind of just getting this loose like this, and you kind of just adjust this so it can fit nicely around so it doesn't get in the way. And you can just bring this up. You can now, since we're going to have to reverse the wings anyway, you can just take them off. Or if you already have them that way, you can just leave them on and just go with the flow of the transformation. You can now take the arms, bring them to his back, and just kind of fit them in nicely. And then you bring up this whole cockpit area and just snap it into place. And the feet are already up. And there you go, you got a missile looking thing so far. You can now take the wings, place them on the figure as they're intended. And you can just now put the landing gear on, and just put the blasters on. One there, and one on the other side. And of course, like I said, the mitts cannot really go anywhere, so you can just keep them out of the way. And here we have it. Just look at this jet. Just wow, just amazing. Truly gorgeous. It's, you know, just looks very nice. It rolls really well too, actually, which is kind of cool, which is really cool actually. And that's about it. Just very nice, just great detail, and just a very wicked looking plane. Just love it. Very awesome. And it doesn't really do too much, other than the just looking badass. You know, the blasters can rotate, you know, all the way around if you want, or more or less 3/4 of the way. and you can have him facing, this way if you want, or whatever. Have him in a reversed position, whatever, whatever the imagination can come up with. So next up, we're going to take a look at. Now we get to this cool looking Dirge. This guy is just awesome. He was released in 2008 in the Universe 2-pack with Roadbuster, which was a Target Zellers exclusive. This mold was originally used for the Starscream in the Galaxy Force series, which was not released in the US or Canada. It was only released in Japan. Compared to the Supreme Starscream that we got in our stores, which I think was an exclusive for the US and whatnot, and Canada, of course, North America. This mold was then released in a 2-pack with the Vector Prime as a Toys R Us exclusive, but he was sporting a burgundy color scheme, which I do have, and he had some copperish gold paint schemes going on, and black, and some red, I think. Very nice figure. But this figure puts that figure to shame. This is just a badass looking figure. Just these colors on it just make it look that much more better, especially with that helmet repaint. My lord, it is awesome. And to activate this guy's features, you just want to take the Cyber Planet key or the Force chip, place it into the back of the slot here, and you just press it in. And then you can just press it in there, and then both blades should shoot out at the same time. There you go. And this is Dirge in his Cybertronian jet mode. This thing is just crazy detailed, very nice homage to the G1 series, which on the first episode there, the Seeker jets there, they didn't necessarily show Dirge as a Cybertronian jet, but this style of jet is a good representation of the G1 Cybertronian jets. Very nice, a lot of great detail, sporting a lot of the same colors, nothing much else going on here. The cockpit does not open. It doesn't have any landing gear except for the wheels and whatnot that are already on it. Doesn't have any retractable landing gear. Okay, and the weapons and features for this guy, you just want to start off by, you can just take the Force chip or the Galaxy Force chip, put it in the same slot as in robot mode, and you can just press it, and the blade's the exact same thing. Next off, you can just take his gun, place it with the peg on the hole underneath, and it fits in there nicely, and it does shoot out pretty good. And we now get to 2009. 2009 brings us the animated series, and this Dirge right here is actually a different style of Dirge that we're normally used to. He is a personality trait of Starscream, and that trait is the gluttony, greed style personality trait that Starscream has, and that came out through the Allspark fragment, of course. This is a great figure. A little bit of a different paint scheme compared to the regular blue and brown that the Dirge usually rocks. This guy's more of a green kind of teal color with these yellowy kind of tan wings. Nicely, and it does shoot out pretty good. And there we have Dirge, Activator, Seeker. This guy does have landing gears, which are on his shins. Only on the back though, not on the front. And you can just have it sitting like this. Very nice. And to transform him, you can now just take this piece here, and you can now just snap it into place. And there you go. It's very easy, it's very quick actually, and it's very fun. A great figure. Highly recommend him. Okay, now we're going to move forward a little bit and head up into the Henkei series and take a look at, this is the Henkei version. This Dirge was released as a Japanese Takara exclusive, which was then released as multiple store exclusives as well. I got mine from Automaton Toys. This is a very awesome figure. There was also another Dirge release for the Botcons series, which was just a repaint of Ramjet. I was a little skeptic of this one at first. I did like the Ramjet repaint, but now getting this guy in hand, this guy really kicks ass. He's just great looking. I just love the coloring and detail. I just love the head sculpt on this with the new paint scheme going on. The little bits of detail that they put on this. It's just truly gorgeous. And as you can see here, just what it looks like on the back. It's just sporting the 3 Decepticon insignias and the 2 on the front. So there's nothing overkill in this case. Very nice though. I'm not going to get into the transformation because this is the basic Seeker mold, and without further ado, and here's Henke Dirge in his jet mode. But sad to say, his wing broke off. I was trying to transform him, and the stupid thing came off. All I was doing is just moving it, and it broke. So I'm not going to talk about too much of this figure. You can check out my recent review that I did on it in more detail. But here's the jet nonetheless. It's very nice looking, very G1 reminiscent, and it does have the retractable landing gear in the chest area and whatnot, and it's just very nice. Okay guys, thanks for watching my review on Seeker Dirge. I'm actually going to head out now. I have a doctor's appointment. I have to get a physical done. And speaking of doctors, I'm going to lead into Dr. Prime. He's actually going to bring you Thundercracker. So take it away, Dan.